Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn, Japan. In the last episode, we continued our build-up process as we're working on building factories, working on going through our focuses. We're about to break the deflation, so that'll give us more options. Improving our intelligence agency, all the normal stuff that you do at the beginning of a Hearts of Iron 4 game. Getting everything built. We now have piles of manpower because I changed some of my laws. We're spending a lot more on the army, which is fine. In fact, we are, improving our overall budget. We don't need to worry about that too much. Right now, the problem is equipment. We just need to get equipment manufactured, which means we need more factories. So, hopefully we'll be able to get into some focuses that will give us some more factories. So, for now, we're just working through our build-up and seeing how things go in the world. And we're about to have something, some big events occur. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Oh, Guinea and Liberia have signed a white peace. Okay. That's interesting. Because Liberia was winning that war handily. Alright. Very propellant charges. Now, these are ahead of schedule. I don't think I want to go heavy on that. I do want to continue to work on these, though. Anti-tank. Let's get fire and forget. Alright, counterinsurgency is done. These guys are repairing. That's fine. In fact, I think we're probably fine to just go ahead and stop exercises because we got a pretty good pile of experience. If we need more, we can always get more. And as far as repairs go, four should be fine. Agents captured. Well, I need another agent. Alright, well, we're going to get another agent in 19 days. Alright, well, let's establish a cybersecurity division. Available planes in reserve, yeah. I really don't want to lease military factories. I think, want to lease industrial complexes. We'll do that. Just to improve the construction. Alright, here we go. Major terrorist attack on the U.S. East Coast. News reporters from the United States have brought to our attention a major terrorist attack on the East Coast. The hijackers, most likely members of Al-Qaeda, and used the commercial airliners American Airlines Flight 11, United Airlines Flight 175, American Airlines Flight 77, and United Airlines Flight 93 as flying bombs against the United States. Early morning today at 8:46 a.m., Flight 11 hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City, shortly followed by Flight 175 hitting the South Tower at 9:34 a.m. At 9:37 a.m., Flight 77 hit the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. The fourth plane, Flight 93, which was presumably headed toward the Capitol, crashed at, I guess that's 10:30 a.m., as the passengers tried to retake it from the hijackers. Yep. I still remember that day. All right. American National Prayer Service held at Washington National Cathedral. The National Prayer Service was an attempt to give the United States a short rest out of the constant turmoil of the last 3 days. President Bill Clinton, in this case, has held the main speech of the event, proclaiming just 3 days removed from these events, Americans do not yet have the distance of history, but our responsibility to history is already clear, to answer these attacks and rid the world of evil. Alright, murder of Balbir Singh Sodhi. In the wake of the terrorist attacks, violence against various ethnic and religious groups has skyrocketed in the United States. This includes Arab Muslims and people who look like they are. Balbir Singh Sodhi, a Sikh born in India and owner of a gas station in Arizona, was today brutally ambushed and murdered without provocation by Frank Silva Roque, a 42-year-old self-proclaimed American patriot who would then go on to attempt to murder several other people of either Lebanese or Afghan descent. Yes. I also remember Sikhs taking a lot of flack as well, even though they aren't Muslims. Even giving Muslims flack was inappropriate. American anthrax attacks. The FBI has released public information about the anthrax case, a series of assassination attempts using letters infected with anthrax spores beginning shortly after the terror attacks on the East Coast. The recipients of the letters included U.S. Senate Majority Leader Tom Daschle and Vermont Senator Patrick Leahy. 5 people so far have been killed. The FBI has not published information about any potential suspects. Alright, a fortnight after the East Coast terrorist attacks, Bill Clinton held what might be the most defining speech of the early 2000s. They talked about internal and foreign policy, made a declaration for us or against us by exclaiming the following: every nation in every region now has a decision to make. Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists. From this day forward, any nation that continues to harbor or support terrorism will be regarded by the United States as a hostile regime. Alright. Oh, and we have our new agent. Linguist. Politically connected. Increased chance to acquire target nationality on completion of an operation. You are tough. We'll go with you because you have more skills. Alright, we gotta get a network strength of 30%. Australian election, John Howard re-elected. The Damascus Spring. A wave of protests has erupted across Syria after the death of the previous president, al-Assad. People have been demanding a more... demanding a more open and democratic government. The current president, Bashar al-Assad, Hafez Bashar, stated that these demonstrators are nothing more than revolutionaries and agents of foreign powers and will be treated as such. Alright, now. We have to expand the automotive industry, which gives us a civilian industry. Remove $7.5 billion from the treasury. Alright, support stagnant businesses. Gains the national spirit, support for business. Tax cost minus 2%. Civilian industry reconstruction speed plus 10%. Remove 10 billion plus 100 political power, which, man, we're getting political power like crazy. Civilian industries, remove 32 billion from the treasury. All this is good stuff. Let's see, 84 days, 70 days, 105 days. All right. Let's expand the automotive industry. Alright, there is our new infantry fighting vehicle. Airborne, airborne. We're not doing anything airborne yet. Plate reinforced vest. Actually, what I think I'd like to do is get some work done on the Navy. A new frigate hull. That would be a good idea, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Well, it's like we haven't gotten any new submarines yet. But then again, most of our dockyards for our subs went into repairing our ships, which is fine. What did we just get? Oh yeah, we got the Type 99. There we go. Let's see. Rescue our operative. Korean hackers have stolen classified military intelligence. We should probably improve our infrastructure. Yes, we do need to improve our infrastructure. We got the... That was the cruiser hull, right? Yes. Battleship hulls. Did I go for a battleship hull yet? Or wait? Cruiser improvements. The next cruiser hull is in 2015. That's a ways off. I want battleships. Because why wouldn't you want battleships? Early surface nuclear reactors. We do need that too. Alright, let's work on the battleship hull. Hong Kong election. The Afghan Northern Alliance declared war on the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. Bill Clinton announces enduring freedom. The President of the United States, Bill Clinton, has informed the U.S. Congress that tomorrow a military invasion of the Taliban-ruled Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan will begin. The American military attack is to carry the title Operation Enduring Freedom. The President also announced his intention to somehow involve the allied nations in the war effort. The government of Afghanistan has already issued a declaration of protest, but as no major nation on earth actually has diplomatic relations with Afghanistan, it is unlikely to have an effect. Afghan Northern Alliance capitulated. Vectoring and navigation points. All right. Keep working on those doctrines. All right, you're prepared. Commence the operation to rescue our operative. Military industry construction speed. Expand the automotive industry is done. Are we building military industry yet? We are building military industry. Okay, so let's support the stagnant businesses. Go ahead, arms industry stipends. Guantanamo Bay Detention Center. In response to the terror attacks on September 11th, the government of the United States has been looking to for a place to put high-risk prison inmates that are accused of having taken part in terrorist activities or having actively planned to do so. Such a center has now been established in an American-controlled part of the island of Cuba at Guantanamo Bay Naval Base. The Cuban government, which does not recognize America's ongoing lease of Guantanamo Bay, has already issued a protest of the furthering of the American military presence on the island. Maritime patrol aircraft are... Alright, you guys can stop your exercises. You guys can also stop your exercises. Have a pretty decent amount of air experience. Interceptors? Strike fighters. Air superiority. The United States wants to construct an infrastructure. No. Pakistani election. Pervez Musharraf? Something like that. Transport planes. Strike fighters. Let's get another air superiority wing going. That's multi-role. I don't think I actually have. Yeah, the F-16s are multi-role. Or F-2s, sorry. They're based on the F-16. let's get some eagles. All right. Fire and forget's done. Not going to work on that just yet. 3rd gen rosette scanning, IR, UV. For our anti-aircraft. Sure. We're about to get our first carrier hulls. Not that I'm going to use those old designs, but it's necessary to get that out of the way. Alright, complete. The team had no trouble getting into the country and definitely avoided the tail enemy counterintelligence put on them. Mere hours before the prisoners were due to be moved, a small commando unit managed to liberate the prison where our agent was being held. Our team was blended in with local civilians and is currently making plans to either make their way back to our lines or stay in the area for further assignments. Alright, good. We'll get you guys back in there. All right. There's our carrier hulls. Industrial espionage. Let's get that going. (1980) carrier hull. Next. 800 days. Yikes. Huh. You have a submarine. Agent was killed. Taro Hamasaki, one of our agents deployed in China, has made an ultimate sacrifice in line of duty. Alright. Well, then we're going to need to recruit a new agent. Speaking of recruiting, how are we going here? Yeah, it's coming along. Alright, support for stagnant businesses is done. I really want to go out to that extra research slot, so let's go down that route. Gulf states... excuse me. Gulf states signed joint defense agreement. The leaders of the member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council have agreed to sign a landmark agreement that represents the most significant step forward in terms of GCC military cooperation in decades. The agreement commits all member states to come to the aid of a GCC member state that comes under attack from an external threat. However, foreign analysts have pointed out that this agreement was not complemented by any real effort to integrate the various armed forces of the GCC, which retain separate chains of command, institutional cultures, and types of equipment. The GCC is therefore a long way from reaching the level of cohesiveness of a full military alliance. You no longer get the effects from devalued personal savings. Does that mean they've actually formed a faction? No. Alright. We're building... Oh, we have a new agent ready to recruit. Master Interrogator, Counterintelligence. Counterintelligence. I guess we'll grab that guy. Let's get you to work. Actually, you're good at counterintelligence, right? Counterintelligence, then. We still positive? Yep, we're still positive, and the positive is increasing. Alright, do we want to make any changes then? We can switch to negligible corruption. It reduces our daily political power gain, but that isn't really a big deal because we're already getting tons and tons of it. Yeah. Green hackers keep stealing our stuff. Chinese hackers are stealing our stuff. Boo. Limited interventionalism. Officer Military Schools, Officer Military Academy. Military wages plus 5%. Military leader cost would be up. I'm not sure that's going to be a big deal. Let's do it. Resources to market. Resources to market. Jacques Chirac? Jacques Chirac, I think. Forms a new government. Not building any civilian industries right now. Infiltrate the civilian administration. We could do that. Network-centric warfare, okay. Okay, what do we want to go with? Disrupt, deny, division speed plus 1%, max planning, division speed, organization. We're going to get all of it at some point. I think we'll start with organization. Alright, election campaign heating up as race enters final 2 weeks. I don't think there's going to be much changes. Afghan Northern Alliance took 4 states. Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan has annexed. The Afghani government has declared victory over the Taliban. The majority of the strongest outposts and cities have been cleared of their presence, and most of what fighters remain have escaped the border into Pakistan. Though the Taliban are reduced to only a few pockets and cells, the insurgency is projected to last for many years to come, albeit at lower levels. Alright. Honshu steel production. Important, but not very important right now. Develop Kyushu. Yes. Yoshio Mori re-elected. Free emergency treatment. 0.84 billion. Let's see. Daily political power gain. Monthly population. Division recovery rate. Tax cost minus 2%. Alright, let's actually do that. Alright, in an attempt to build proper post-war order in Afghanistan without the Taliban, several national delegations of Western countries have met with 25 Afghan leaders in the city of Bonn, Germany. Burhanuddin Rabbani was recognized by the international community as rightful president of Afghanistan. Most of the nations of the world have now begun once again establishing diplomatic relations with Afghanistan. Alright, we have free military factories. Where do I need? I need utility vehicles. Like, lots of utility vehicles. One thing I'm not building is artillery. Am I? I don't see it. Oh, we should probably do that. Strange that it wasn't complaining that production was missing. Because we need them for reinforcement. You want to build infrastructure? No. If you want to build factories, that's fine. Infrastructure, I don't care. Base strike. All right. This is the submarine line. This is convoy. This is... yeah, for improving carriers. Alright, but I think we're at the end of the episode. So, I think we'll stop here. It's the same wars. We will see how things keep going. Keep on working. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.